here, and I'm out with a rifle today here in Illinois for whitetail deer season. I got the CVA 350 Legend loaded with 165 grain FTX Hornady, and I'm gonna see if I can get a deer with a rifle. I've never done that before. Now Brody, my grandson, he shot one with this very rifle and load last year, a doe, and I'm gonna see if I can match him. If something comes out here and gives me a good shot, I'm going to take it. I'm good for 200 yards. I've made a blind out of the natural cover here. I got a pretty good backdrop. I got a cornfield behind me and then fescue out here in front of me. I'm hoping to catch these deer working their way out to this cornfield, so we're going to see what happens. Well, I sat in wait for over 2 hours and listened to the howling wind, and it finally laid like it typically does late in the evening. And that's when this doe appeared to the east. Now I was set up to shoot something coming out of the north, given the northwest wind direction, and I'm on the wrong side of my rifle if I want to try to shoot this doe. She's a good distance over there, and I didn't really feel like I wanted to try to shoot that far. I kept sizing things up, and then this buck appeared. And he looked like a pretty respectable animal. Now, given the distance, I know that it's 300 yards to that tree line, and my rifle's sighted in 2 inches low at 200 yards. And at 300, you're going to have another 20 inches of drop. So I'm calculating in my head and doing the math, trying to figure out what my aiming point would be if I was going to even attempt to take a shot on this buck. The whole time watching to the north, hoping something would come out closer. But the more I looked at him and watched him, I thought, you know, he's a pretty darn good buck. I kept taking range readings with my Nikon rangefinder and just kept doing math in my mind. $270 yards. So now, knowing that it's 270 yards, I just about had myself talked out of it. But the more I calculated and looked at it, I decided I needed to get on the other side of my rifle, look at things through the scope, see how steady I could hold it, and do a few more calculations in my mind. So I went ahead and made that move. As long as I contemplated this shot, it's amazing that this buck stuck around. But he was in that bean plumage where they'd combine the beans there, and he was finding something he liked to eat, and he wasn't in any hurry to leave the area. Now I've got a Vortex scope on top of this rifle. It's a 3x9 variable scope. And once I got around there where I could look, see what things look like through the scope, I thought, you know what, this doesn't look too bad. I think I can make this shot. $270. Just about the time I thought I could take a shot, he turned to a bad angle. I checked all my cameras, made sure everything was recording, and I looked back and saw that my GoPro battery had gone dead. I took it out of its holder, attempted to change the battery. The battery I put in, it wasn't any good either. So I decided to just toss the GoPro and work with one less camera. My GoPro went dead, so I didn't get that second angle. I got a little bit of it, and then when he came out, it went dead. I tried to change batteries while he was out there. Didn't have much luck with that, so I just unhooked it, got on the buck, and decided I'd try it. It was 270 yards. That is a poke for the 350 Legend. It looked like I hammered him. So what I'm going to do, give him a little bit of time. I saw him in the scope run up there in the woods and look back, which I didn't like. He staggered a little bit, but I'm hoping I got double lung. I'm hoping it's not too far back, but I saw the bullet impact him. So you look at that replay right there. You see it just rock him. What I'll probably do is go up here at the edge of the woods and see if I see any blood where he went in. I'm going to give him a little time. It's 3:50. I'll wait till at least 4:30 before I even head that way. Whew, nice buck, big 8-pointer. Had a little kicker on his right side. $269, $272. That's what I get when I range it. When I put it on him, I had right at 270. So I felt really good about the hit initially, but the more I watch it on video and I'm looking in that little bitty monitor, all I see is something hit behind him and past him. There's no way I shot that far left. I don't know what I'm seeing there, but I won't be able to tell till I see it on a big screen. Anyway, I'm losing confidence as I sit here. This is the worst part, sitting and waiting, and I'm going to let the sun get down before I head that way. I got about a 40-minute wait. I don't want to start over there and run a bunch of deer out of here. There's some deer coming out right here now. All you end up doing is chasing deer to the neighbors if you move too early. Couple does. There he is. Got him. Yes. Down. What a beast. Look at that. I'm not sure where I hit him. I looked at the replay over and over again, and it looked like I hit him far back or something. But I'll have to look more, but I got something important. Look at that beast. 350 Legend does it. Getting dark on me. I gotta get him tagged and get him out of here. Yes.